Hey everybody. So what we're looking at today is a new unit. Our new unit is in setting expectations. And the big question is um, what is important to know? That is our unit question. And we're going to be really diving into what is important to know. What do you think is important to know? There's so many things that we can say. Um, would you need to know what would you need to know to make an informed decision? What would you need to know to study for a test? What would you need to know if you were getting ready to go somewhere? These are all questions of things that we ask ourselves. What do we need to know? Now, knowledge doesn't come just from books, it doesn't come just from the internet. It's something that we gain from every day. We learn something every single day, and it's important that we understand cause and effect. So, if you are doing something that could cause you potential harm, you might want to stop and think about what the effect of that decision is going to be. Or another one, common one, is if I put that work off today, I can just do it tomorrow. And then tomorrow comes and I can do it tomorrow. And tomorrow comes and I can do it tomorrow. Most of these things happen. And we have to always think that um, our positions that we hold, or what we think, what we do, these are everything that we have um, gained through life and asking questions and storing things and schema, our brains. So, one of the things that you need to understand is in this particular one, in this particular unit, we're really going to be diving into that question: what is important to know and why? Is it important to know it? What can happen if we don't have the right amount of information? So just think about that. And I want you to also think about on your next page, you're going to be seeing, I don't know if this will go next or not. We'll look. Yep, there you are. Okay, exploring the big question. Um, I want you to take a look at the list, and in your instructions, it says to write about a couple of these things. So you're going to be doing that. You're going to be connecting all of this to literature about what you have. What you know, what you want to know, what you need to know. Vocabulary. Take a look at your vocabulary. Vocabulary becomes very important. I will be asking you to use vocabulary more and more all the time. As we get deeper into the Pearson, one of the things that I will be asking you to do is to make sure that you use the vocabulary that you find in the story. So in this particular case, it says acquire and use academic vocabulary. The term academic vocabulary refers to words you typically encounter in a scholarly or literary text and technical and business writing. So let's look at these words and look at what they mean. So concept is a noun and it's a general idea or notion. Distinguished is a verb, mark as different or set apart. Examine is also a verb. It's to study or to look at closely. Judge is a verb. It's a form of an opinion. It's an opinion about or decide on something. So a judge themselves, as in a noun, would be judging someone about what had happened. That's the verb. So there's two different types of judges here that we're looking at. This one, judge, form an opinion about. Measure, to find the value of. Observe, to see or notice. Purpose, um, its use or its function. Question, doubt, wonder about. Refer, turn to for information such as to a book or to an expert. Source, something that gives information such as a book, a website, or a person. Study, look into deeply and examine. Gather vocabulary knowledge. In addition to the vocabulary words, I want you to, it says to categorize these words and by deciding whether you know each one well, know it a little, or do not know it at all. So guess, knowledge, limit, and narrow. Now, if you do know the words, great. Write the definitions as you know it. And then look them up. See if you're right. Use the words in a brief paragraph about knowledge. How can you use these words in a brief paragraph about knowledge? So those are important things to consider. When we're gathering vocabulary and we every day we should be learning something new. And that's part of that big question. Is this important for me to know? What is important for me to know? How much of what Mrs. Stoll is telling me do I need to keep? How much of it will I remember? How much of it will I need in the future? Some, maybe a lot, maybe not much. But that's only, you can decide that as you go through and you fall back on what you know. You need to understand that you're figuring out how to know something. So when you're reading each one of these selections, you're going to be looking for details that are, did he know? Should they have known? What did they know? At the end of each selection, you're going to answer questions that relate to that question, to the big question. What is important to know? You're going to deepen your knowledge all the way through this about the question. So by the time you get done with this, I hope you have a better understanding of what is important to know. Your goal is going to gain a deeper understanding about literature, to develop a higher level thinking or sophistication in how you discuss it. And you should be able to use this question, what is important to know, to springboard your own questions. It should make you wonder. It should make you want to know more. Okay? So you're going to be gathering that. All right. So that is our introduction into our close read. Now, these stories that you're going to be reading are nonfiction. And so that means that they're true stories that each one of the authors has written. And they're very interesting. We have several that are very, very interesting. Our stories in this one are life stories. We have baseball. I love the baseball unit. And then our demonstrating independence. So one of the things that you're going to want to do in this is to kind of keep an idea about the big question, and then as we go into the different practices of reading, remembering to keep your craft and knowledge. Remember that you're going to have key ideas and details and knowledge and ideas, and you're going to have craft and structure to look at the text and analyze it. Okay, so keep all that in mind. Your comprehension, key ideas and details, text, craft and structure, and connections. Connections means to integrate what you already know with what you are finding out. And so that's an integration of knowledge and ideas. And it means what and how does it change? How does it change what you think, or how did it change what the character in your story happened to them? Okay, so we'll talk more about this. We have a really good story coming up, and it's called Zalata's Diary. You're going to do the close read workshop first, and then we'll do the practice. Okay. Questions, send me an email or give me a call or put something in the comments. We'll talk again soon. Bye.